We're back on Inside Politics. Our guests today, two Metro Councilmen at Large, Bob Mendes and Steve Glover. We're talking about Metro's financial issues. Gentlemen, Bob Mendes in particular, for the last 2 years you have spearheaded an effort in the council unsuccessfully over mayoral opposition to try to raise property taxes. Are you likely coming back next spring to do the same thing again?
It's inevitable. The math is what it is. If we canceled every economic incentive that exists in the entire city, and even with the new revenue found by the mayor, I'm glad, over the last few months, it is inevitable that we're raising the property tax rate.
Steve, the controversy has always been, does Metro have a spending problem or does Metro have a revenue problem? What do you think about raising property taxes next year?
Well, so I don't want my folks to have a heart attack or a coronary on what I'm about to say. There's a part of what Councilman Mendes has just said that I agree with. We have reached a point where we have got to sit down and have a serious conversation. Now, he and I are going to disagree on the intensity of it. There are, as an example, there's 60 firefighters we're short right now in Nashville. We're 108 police officers short in Nashville. That there are certain things, and that represents, to take care of all that and the equipment, would represent about 12 cents. We're going to have some hard conversations going forward. What I do like that I'm seeing right now, and I realize it's bothering some people, but we're watching an administration now that's willing, I don't want to say willing, that are making the hard choices to make some cuts. If that is what I'm seeing, then I think I'm unfair to my side, our side. In fact, there's not sides on this. This is Nashville. We've got to work collectively and come up with a solution in order to take care of our city.
Bob, in the area of the fire department, this is a capital problem, but this week the fire department closed the downtown fire station because it was unsafe to stay in there. There doesn't appear to be any money to actually replace that. There was money, I think, in the capital budget that might repair it. Was this I've never seen them do this before. Have we reached the point in our capital budget that we don't plan well enough ahead to have a new building on when we know one's in trouble and we haven't fixed the one that needs to be fixed?
Yeah, this is a real problem. And to me, this is where the water rates are indicative of a bigger problem. If you can't tell the truth to the public or even the council about something as simple as water rates, what else are you willing to not tell the truth about? And this idea of us not keeping up with basic capital infrastructure stuff like fire halls is really, honestly, it's unforgivable.
And you've got a sheriff's department building a new headquarters with money that was appropriated, and the figure for what it was going to cost apparently was not accurate, maybe made up. Yeah.
And he and I here's the beautiful thing about Councilman Mendes and myself. Even though in certain issues we may completely disagree, there's a lot of areas we agree upon. Just like some of the reporting with regards to the water. I asked for an amendment that we get a written report, on the 6-month marker, get an annual report in person, and he put that in. So I think between the two of us and frankly all of the council, I think we're all trying to focus on how do we take care of Nashville.
It hasn't happened since 1980, but is a sales tax, raising the local option sales tax, an opportunity, something we ought to do to take a referendum of the public? But it's a long time since we did one, and even then we had to roll back the property tax to get it done.
Well, my view of that is that we're still going to have to deal with transit at some point, and given the way state law works and what our possible revenue sources are, I would rather save anything on sales tax for whatever we end up doing on transit.
As we close out, what's going on with the MLS Stadium? It's gotten awfully quiet. The mayor, when he was running, said that was a done deal. He was going to go ahead with it, but now he's sort of held up going forward with the project. There's also got the situations going on with NASCAR wanting to expand into the Speedway, come back there and do that. Why is it so quiet? And the developers for the stadium, they've been certainly working very hard to get their team ready to start their season, but what's going on?
To me, this is, we've all seen the movie where there's like right before a bar fight breaks out and there's tension and you don't know whether it's going to be a big brawl or people are going to walk away. I feel like that's what's going on with soccer right now. I have no idea whether there's going to be a big brawl where if the mayor's office tries to move the deal or if everybody shakes hands and goes forward.
And Steve, there's a lawsuit involved in this as well. It's been sent back from the upper courts to be more or less retried down here.
Well, let's say this, or let me say this. I've never been against soccer. I've been against the way the deal was done. I thought was a terrible deal, given the economic standards and given the economy of where we are in Nashville right now. It was beyond a terrible deal. So that being said, I'm certain it'll go forward some way. I'm going to have to say, I'm like you. I don't know exactly where it's going to land
At
yet.
that site?
I don't know that.
Because Mayor Cooper did say when he was running that he would prefer to see it downtown.
I
think you got to hear that from the mayor, not me.
More likely at the fairgrounds.
I mean, I think it's impractical to move it. I think it's impractical to put it in a different place. I don't know how this is going to end up. Whatever the deal was, this is one where the national economy, which does make our local economy go with jobs, et cetera, needs to be able to rely on what we said we're going to do.
Bob Mendes, thank you for joining us. Steve Glover as well. Good luck to you with what the Metro Council has to deal with over the next couple of months.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on Inside Politics. Hope you'll be back here again for a future show. If you can't get enough politics in the meantime, go to the News Channel 5 website. You'll find my Capitol View commentary there. There's new commentary posted every Friday afternoon. I hope to see you back here next time. Have a good weekend. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.